Well, hi, everybody. Let's get started. Let's get into our game cooler here. See what kind of game we got on tap for today. Fun one. This game is called Trees. Trees is a cousin to Sharks and Minnows, that sort of game, but played a little bit differently, and it's kind of exciting as you play. Now, to start the game, depending on your age, everybody on your field is going to line up behind the end line, okay, on one end of the gym or on the track or wherever, one end of the field. One person, but depending on your age, maybe two people, will be selected as taggers in this game. Now, this kid is the only tagger in this whole round. So, the only tagger, okay, who can run around. Now, what happens is the tagger starts each round on the middle line, and that kid is going to say, ready, set, go. All right, now, when they say go, everybody in the game has to come onto the play area, okay? And there's boundaries. So there's an end boundary here and a boundary here, and then there are sideline boundaries as well. Now, as soon as they say go, everybody has to come into the game, into the boundaries. And this kid is going to run around and try and tag people. Now, if you get tagged in this game, then you have to sit down or kneel down wherever it is on the field that you got tagged. So let's say all these kids start running around inside the game. So they step across the line, and now we're all inside the game. Let's say the line's up here, okay? And they're all playing, and they're all running around. But this kid comes over here and gets tagged, okay? If that kid gets tagged, then she or he has to sit down on the ground, okay? And while they're sitting on the ground, they're not out of the game. This kid can, from a seated position, tag anybody who goes running by him or her. So if this kid over here goes running across the field trying to avoid getting tagged, but then gets tagged by a person who's sitting, then this kid also has to sit. So the goal for the tagger, who's the only tagger in the game, maybe your game will have two taggers, but this is the only tagger that can run around. Everybody else who gets tagged is sitting on the ground, and they're a tagger, but they have to stay seated. Now you play this game until everybody in the game is tagged, okay? And except for the tagger, of course. Now, after that round is complete, a new tagger will be selected. Needs to be someone who hasn't been a tagger yet. And then you'll start a new round. Have a great time playing Trees. Don't get caught in the forest.